Hello and welcome back to ETA 56 days. We have 44 days to go. And today's tool for an empowered mindset is the phrase, "This is of tremendous value to me." This situation, challenge, negative feedback, sickness, breakup, whatever it is that you're facing right now, is of tremendous value to you. Now just say it. Just say that phrase out loud right now. Pause this recording and just say it for a moment. This is of tremendous value to me. And it's even more beneficial if you really make it specific to whatever you're facing right now. This is of tremendous value to me. Now, when I said that, because yesterday I was still journaling on this negative feedback that I had received the day before. So if you'll check out day 45, I was talking about some negative feedback that I received, and it was still kind of bugging me. So I was taking out my journal and I journaled about it, and this sentence just came to me. And after I wrote it down and I stopped and I said it aloud a couple of times, and it was just so empowering. It felt so empowering to say, "This is of tremendous value to me." One of Tony Robbins' favorite phrases is, "Your biggest problem is that you think you shouldn't have any problems." And he's trying to really get us to understand that we're always going to have difficulties and challenges in life, but because of these difficulties and challenges, we grow, we change, we spiritually and emotionally evolve. They help us to become more compassionate, to feel loved, to feel more secure in ourselves and our lives. So it's about time to just embrace that we're always going to have these challenges in our lives. Another one of my favorite teachers, Abraham Hicks, they talk about contrast. They say embrace contrast. So contrast is really anything in your life, big or small, that is undesired, that you don't want. And they remind us that the most exhilarating part about life is to realign with who you really are. So really the most exhilarating part of life is having been in contrast, in some kind of challenge or difficulty, and then to move out of it, to remember that you're more than that, to remember that you're unshakable, unbreakable, invincible, that your soul is living forever, that you can't truly mess anything up, that you are actually loved exactly for who you are. So anything that you're facing in this human life is really just contrast. It's just contrast, and it's actually here to serve you and to remind you that you're beautiful and you're worthy and you're whole, and this is really no big deal. So just this phrase just ignited all of this for me to say, this is of tremendous value to me. Just to remember that. And even if I don't see how in this moment this could be of tremendous value to me because it hurts and it makes me angry or it makes me sad or it makes me feel bad about myself or whatever it is, we're in those emotions initially. But even just to say this empowering sentence, to say, "This is of tremendous value to me." And even if I don't see it in this moment, that is the meaning that I choose because it feels better. And from there, you can ask guidance. You can ask for guidance. You can meditate. You can use a card deck like we had talked about before, one of my favorites. You can journal. There are so many other things you can do. For me, I meditated a bit and then I grabbed my journal and I started writing. And after I wrote down that sentence, I then went to, what do I want? So that's one of the greatest values about contrast, is it really shows you in a big way what you don't want. And you can write that down if you just want to get it out of your head, if you want to get it clear, just write it down. I would suggest making 2 columns. On the left side, you're just going to write, okay, what was it that this showed me that I really don't want? And then once you're done with that, go to the other side and say, okay, what do I want? And I suggest that you don't just wish for this situation to go away, even though I know I did in the beginning. I was like, oh God, why do I have to deal with this? I just wish that it wouldn't even have happened. But that's not very empowering. You can't use it that way. You don't expand through that in that way. So then think about, what is it that I do want from this situation? What has this contrast brought to light? What do I desire more strongly and fiercely now than ever before? And for me, it was to fully embrace my own value, to remember who I truly am, the value that I hold, and that I am unshakable, that I create my own reality, and that nothing outside of me can limit me or hurt me. And another thing that I really want from this is to fine tune my own vibration, the energy that I send out, the message that I send out through my work, so that I draw individuals to me who do enjoy my work, who are inspired and uplifted and empowered by my work. People who are in harmony with what I desire to share and what I'm called to share. That was the biggest desire that came out of that, fear to not fear to call to me the people who are going to not enjoy what I do, but to really say, because law of attraction, you cannot push away that which you're afraid of, that automatically attracts more of it to you, but to really fine tune and really focus and really hone in to say, what is it that I do want? What do I do want to send out? Who are the people that I do want to attract to me? Who are the kind of people that I enjoy being around, that I enjoy working with? We're not going to mesh with everyone's personality. Who do I want to be around? And what about you? What challenge do you currently face? And out of that challenge, what desires were born? What do you want? You are the creator of your own life. What do you want? I'll see you tomorrow on ETA 56 Days.